4-inch squares from your book pages. You will need at least 50. The total number of squares you will need depends on how you construct your wreath, so you may want to cut more than 50 squares to ensure you have enough to finish your wreath. Using a paper cutter will allow you to cut out the required number of squares very quickly, but scissors work just fine. If you are using scissors, you can use a 4-inch square pattern made out of cardstock to trace 4-inch squares onto your book pages. This will make the cutting step go a bit quicker. After you have cut out all of your squares, use your glue stick to apply glue to one edge of a 4-inch square. Curl two edges of the square towards each other to form a cone shape. Use your fingers to smooth the edges to make sure the glue holds and you have a nice flat seam on the glued edge. Take your time. Repeat this step until all the squares have been folded into cone shapes. Use a Sharpie marker to add color and definition to your wreath. Color two sides of the squares of paper. Then flip the paper over and color the same two sides on the other side of the paper. Repeat this process for all of the squares. When you're ready to fold the pages into cone shapes, make sure you put the glue on an edge that is not colored. Repeat, make sure you put the glue on an edge that is not colored. Once you have all your squares folded into cone shapes, you're ready to assemble your wreath. Poke two holes in your cardboard and then tie a hanging ribbon or piece of twine to the cardboard. You don't have to worry too much about how this looks, as it won't show anywhere. It'll be behind the wreath. Begin taping the paper cones to the round cardboard. Tape the pointed end of the cone about 1 inch in from the outside edge of the cardboard. Tape the next cone about 1 inch from the first cone. Leave space between the cones. Continue to tape cones in this manner until you have made a complete circle. Begin a second circle of cones approximately 1 inch closer to the center of the cardboard than the first circle. Tape the cones of the second circle in the spaces between the cones in the outer circle. Place the tape on the second circle of cones approximately 1/4 of an inch from the point. This makes those cones in the second circle a little shorter than the cones in the outer circle. Complete the second circle. And then continue making circles in this manner until you have covered the entire cardboard circle. Make each row of cones a tiny bit shorter than the previous row by placing your tape further away from the point. And always remember to place the cones in the spaces between the cones of the previous circle. When you have covered every part of the cardboard except the center, tape a final cone in the middle of the cardboard.